What made the high school legend become a legend? We had this substitute teacher, Mr. Rodriguez, who was infamous for one thing, confiscating phones like he was running a prison camp. No warnings, no exceptions. He'd strut around the classroom like a guard on patrol, snatching phones for a whole week while his buzzed non-stop on his desk. Everyone dreaded having him. Now Marcus wasn't the type to cause problems. He was quiet, sharp, kind of intense in a focused way, but he'd had his phone taken twice already, for the dumbest reasons. Once because it slipped out of his hoodie pocket. Another time because he had the calculator app open. What no one really knew was that Marcus's little sister had type 1 diabetes. He was her emergency contact because his parents were nurses working 12-hour hospital shifts. He'd even shown Rodriguez official medical paperwork, but the guy just sneered and said, "Rules are rules." So Tuesday, chemistry test day, dead silence in the classroom. Everyone's hunched over scantrons when Marcus's phone starts buzzing. Over and over. Buzz, buzz, buzz. The whole room stiffens. Rodriguez whips his head up like a hawk. "Mr. Johnson, phone, now." Marcus looked at the screen, then turned pale. 7 missed calls, all from his sister's elementary school. "Sir, please, this could be about my sister. She's diabetic. I don't care if it's the president calling. Hand it over. I have medical documentation. Phone, now." Marcus tried one more time. "If something happens and I don't answer, she could die." Rodriguez didn't flinch, just turned off the phone and tossed it in his drawer. "You should have thought about that before bringing it in." And then Marcus stood up, calm, shaking a little, but steady. He looked Rodriguez right in the eyes and said, "If my sister dies because you're on a power trip, I will make sure everyone knows it was your fault." Then he walked to the front of the room, picked up the classroom landline, and called 911. "I need to report a medical emergency. My diabetic sister's school has been trying to reach me, but my substitute teacher confiscated my phone and refuses to let me respond. I need paramedics at Lincoln Elementary now." The whole class just froze. Rodriguez turned purple. "Hang up that phone!" Marcus stepped back. "The teacher's name is Mr. Rodriguez, and he's preventing emergency medical response for a minor." 10 minutes later, sirens. The principal burst in with 2 police officers and a paramedic. Marcus's phone was returned immediately. Rodriguez tried to blubber something about school policy, but the cop wasn't having it. "You blocked medical contact for a diabetic child?" Turns out Marcus's sister had collapsed from severe hypoglycemia. The school nurse was desperately trying to reach a guardian while the parents were still in surgery rotations. Marcus was her only shot. Those missed calls? Critical. The paramedic confirmed she needed immediate glucose intervention. Another 10 minutes, and it could have been a coma, or worse. Rodriguez was escorted out of the building and suspended indefinitely. Then Marcus's dad arrived, calm, collected, head of pediatric emergency medicine. He shook the principal's hand, then turned to Rodriguez. "My daughter almost died because of your ego," he said flatly. "My son did what any responsible adult should have done, and if the outcome had been different, I would have held you legally and personally responsible." Rodriguez never set foot in a classroom again. Marcus? He didn't brag, didn't gloat, just went back to his seat and finished the test like nothing happened. But to the rest of us, that was the day Marcus went from quiet kid to absolute legend.